Uh, HTML, CSS completed. Today, JavaScript. See, JavaScript, it is a most important for internet applications. It is the most important programming language. It was only scripting language. Listen. JavaScript, it is a most popular programming language for developing internet applications. Okay. Internet application requires JavaScript. Any internet application. Even if you develop with Java also, .NET also, Python also, you require JavaScript. Okay. JavaScript, world most popular programming language for developing internet applications. Now, actually, internet application means client side, server side, both will be there. Already starting HTML, before HTML introduction only, I given one diagram. One diagram I given, the diagram I'll open. This diagram you have seen. Starting demo class, HTML demo class at that starting. Okay. See, this diagram you observe. This is online results application. Online results application. Here, online results application. First, what you'll do? You'll type URL of this page. This page you'll type. Then request comes to this program. This program, as it is, it comes here, executed, you'll get output. After getting output, you will type hall ticket number, you will click on submit button. Okay. Then hall ticket number received by this program. This program communicates with database. Given hall ticket number is there or not, it will check. Given hall ticket number is there, the data loaded in this page. And this output transferred to browser. Okay. Here, this is one web page. This is one more web page. This is one web page. This is one more web page. Now, you already studied how many types of web applications are there? How many? Two types. What are those? Static web application, dynamic web application. Okay. Is it static web page or dynamic web page? Static web page. This is dynamic web page. Okay. The page already prepared. The page already prepared and placed in server. It is called static. The page which is prepared whenever request comes dynamically, that is called dynamic web page. So this page is called static web page. This page is called dynamic web page because this page is going to be prepared whenever hall ticket number comes. But this page already prepared and placed in server. The web page which is already prepared and placed in server is called static web page. The web page whenever request comes then prepared, that is dynamic web page. Okay. This page is prepared whenever hall ticket number comes. That's what it is called dynamic web page. Static web page, is it common to all users or specific to user? Common to all users. This web page is common to all users. For all users, same type appears. Okay. This web page is specific to user. Here also, what will be the difference is only data will be different. Here, hall ticket number different, name different, C marks different, C++ marks different, Java marks different. So here again designing part, layout, it will be same. Here layout is same for all people. Designing part same for all people, but data will be different. Data will be different. So this page layout, if you want to create HTML, even this page layout, if you want to create HTML, if you want to display table format, then you'll create one layout that is HTML only. So in a dynamic web page also we'll add HTML code. Dynamic web page also will add HTML code. Static web page also will design with HTML only. But this page also will add some HTML code. Now from database, data comes. The data how to display, that is HTML will add. That is presentation again. You have a data how to display, table format you want to display, or level 1 heading if you want to display, or level 2 heading if you want to display, or if you want to display grid format, or if you want to display any format, formatting tags will write. So here also we'll use HTML. HTML is mandatory for internet application. Even if you are Java student or .NET student or Python student, any student, mandatory HTML. Any internet application that requires HTML. Without HTML, internet application is not possible. HTML is mandatory. HTML is mandatory to develop internet applications. Okay. Now, the page which is already prepared and placed in server is called static web page. The page which is prepared whenever request comes, that is called dynamic web page. Static web page common to all users. Dynamic web page specific to user. Okay. Static web page, where it resides? Server. Where it runs? Browser. But while learning HTML, we didn't use server. Now directly I written HTML program in Edit Plus in C drive, I saved, I opened in browser. But in real time, we like that will not be there. Real time, this page we have to place in server. But how to place in server? In this class, you are not learning. In Advanced Java class, you will learn. .NET class, you will learn. And Python class, you will learn at the time. Okay. This page, if you want to place in server, we have to install one server software. There are so many servers. Tomcat, iPlanet, Pramathi, WebLogic, WebSphere, JBoss, Wildfly, like that, so many servers. So many servers are there. In that server, we have to deploy. From browser, you have to send request, then server will send this page. So this page resides in server, but where it runs? Browser. This page where it resides? Server, but where it runs? Server. So this page resides in server, runs in browser, because this is totally HTML. Server doesn't know HTML. Server knows only other language. HTML it doesn't know. CSS it doesn't know. HTML, CSS, browser knows. Okay. This page runs in browser. This page runs in server. Now you observe. Here, like this, if you want to create a web page, we require HTML. This one, if you want to design more attractive, we use CSS. So this page you can create with HTML and CSS. Okay. But here hall ticket number. Suppose hall ticket number, actually here only 4 digits hall ticket number is there. 4 digits hall ticket number is there. Suppose people may enter alphabets also. People may enter 5 digits also. People may enter 3 digits also. At the time, sending request client to server is wasted. First format is wrong. In a database, only 4 digit hall ticket number is there. People may enter 5 digits. People may enter 3 digits. Or people may enter alphabets. People may enter spaces. People may enter special symbols. But in that hall ticket number, already 4 digits hall ticket number only is there. At the time, your request is wasted. Client is in Hyderabad. Server may be in US. Client is in Hyderabad. Server may be in US. Now, you entered other than 4 digits. Something you entered. Either 5 digits or 3 digits or alphabets or spaces or special symbol you entered. Then your hall ticket number passed to server. What server will do? It communicates with database. It will check in a database. Given all ticket number is there or not. Given all ticket number is not there. Because already format is wrong. Then what will happen? Invalid all ticket number message comes. Then client to server. Network traffic wasted. Network traffic wasted. Server to database. Connection establishment wasted. And it will check in a database. Database may contain thousands of records. Your all ticket number definitely it will not be there. Because that format is wrong first. Then entire database it will check. That time wasted. That process wasted. At last you'll get a message invalid all ticket number. At least some validation you can do in a server client side only, in a browser only. Before sending to server, you can do some validation. What you can do is format is right, send to database. Format is send to server. Format is wrong, stop here only. That is how it is possible with JavaScript. That's what JavaScript is popular client side. So here we will go for JavaScript. Now, like this, if you want to create a layout HTML, this one, if you want to design more attractive CSS, this format, if you want to check JavaScript, format is right, then send. Suppose 4 digits number, you make a format. That is with JavaScript, you can write one regular expression topic is there in a JavaScript. With that, we'll write one pattern. The pattern, if it is matched, then send to server. Suppose all ticket number 2000 entered. 2000 all ticket number is, format is right. Format is right. Because 2000 all ticket number, 4 digits are there. Format is right. When you click on submit button, 2000 passed to database. But 2000 data in a database 2000 not there. But that is okay. But like that is database will check. In a database is there or not, JavaScript is not going to check here. Format is right or wrong, here it is going to be checked. That is JavaScript. Now, after receiving here all ticket number, after receiving, communicating with database, no? For communication with database, we use JDBC in Java, .NET, ADO.NET. Okay, ADO.NET will use communicating with database. In a Python database connectivity also is there. Now Python we use their database connectivity. And also receiving hall ticket number, that is Java program, Solid, .NET, ASP.NET, Python, Django Flask we use. And here connection with database, Java or .NET or Python you can use. JavaScript also we can use. But here 4 options are there. You can select any one only. But you should not learn 4. If you learn also, no use. Okay, that is starting session also explained. For developing this application, we have options. One is Java, one more .NET, one more Python, one more JavaScript. Okay. Here Java, .NET, Python, JavaScript. Any one only select. You already joined in a course. That means already selected. Okay. Suppose you are full stack Java student. That means you are going to use Java. You are full stack .NET student. What you are going to use? .NET. You are full stack Python student. What you are going to use? Python. Suppose you are mean stack, mern stack student. Then what you will use? JavaScript. Okay. Suppose if you are mean stack student or mern stack student, those people learn server side JavaScript. This is server side program. It will run in server. So here this JavaScript I am going to explain client side. But this JavaScript can communicate with database. That is I am not going to teach here. That is only mean stack student, mern stack students they should learn. That is in your other course will be the other class will be there. No? In that class you will learn. And Java people, .NET people, Python people, no need to learn this server side JavaScript. No need to learn. Either learn JavaScript or learn Java, but no need to learn both like that. Okay. So this program, four options are there. Four options are there for this program, but this program, no option, compulsory HTML only, CSS only, JavaScript only. That is the reason it is popular, JavaScript. Client side, other options are not there. Other option, Angular is there, TypeScript. But JavaScript, world popular programming language. Okay. Here, HTML client side, for this program, what will happen? Even if you are Java student also, you have to learn. .NET also, Python, all people should learn. So, for this page, you are using JavaScript, no? Even if you are Java student also, you have to learn JavaScript. Even if you are .NET student also, you have to learn JavaScript. Because client side, number one programming language, JavaScript. All are using, 97% of the industries, they are using JavaScript. 97. You observe. 97% of the websites also Java only, JavaScript only. That's what. Here, we are not going to use Java. We are not going to use .NET. We are not going to use Python. Reason, JavaScript more flexible and it is popular for client side. More flexible as compared to other languages. As compared to other language, client side, JavaScript only number one. Okay. So here, what will happen? This is compulsory. You have to create layout with HTML. If you want to design more attractive, compulsory CSS only. And this validation, if you want to perform, JavaScript. Okay. Now, after receiving hall ticket number, here, this program nothing but either Java program or .NET program or Python program or JavaScript program. This program. But in this program, what this program will do, it will receive hall ticket number. But a HTML program, will it receive hall ticket number? No, not possible. HTML, not possible. CSS can receive? No, not possible. Because HTML, CSS not for receiving, sending request is all. HTML, CSS only presentation. That is, we cannot use server side. Not possible. Okay. Now, what we use server side, I'll explain. Now, this program will receive hall ticket number. Receiving hall ticket number, HTML not possible. Receiving hall ticket number, CSS not possible. Receiving hall ticket number, Java, .NET, Python, JavaScript, possible. Anyone will select. Communicating with database. Is it HTML possible? Any program you have seen? HTML already completed, no? Any database connection program is there? Not possible. CSS is there? Not possible. What we use? Again, JavaScript or Java or .NET or Python. Anyone. So, communicates with database. It will bring the data. This data, it will bring. It will bring the data. But this data, I want to send to browser. I want to send to browser. If you send as it is, what will happen? Plain text displayed. Plain text. That is one table format I want to design. Hall ticket number, name of the candidate, C language, C++, Java. I want to create one table. I want to give some borders. I want to give a lines. I want to increase the thickness. I want to design with a dashed or dotted designing borders. Then again, what will use? HTML, CSS will combine with that program. So again, in this program also, you can use when you will create after getting response. After getting data from database, you can design. That data dynamically comes. That data. After getting data, that is you can present with HTML again. So, in this program, what we are going to use? HTML, CSS, JavaScript also we are going to use. We are going to use. But again, what will happen? Java, .NET, Python also we are going to use here. Then what will happen? Java code, .NET code, Python code, this JavaScript code, if you will write here, that is executed in server. That is executed in server. But output designed with HTML, CSS, no, that output transferred to browser. Then again HTML, CSS executed in browser. So this program contains multiple language code. HTML code will be there, CSS code will be there, Java, .NET, Python, JavaScript, any one will be there. As well as you are communicating with database, but database knows only one language. Which language? SQL. That is also introduction starting I given. SQL. SQL code also will write here. So here what will be happen here? HTML will be there, Java will be there, SQL will be there. Suppose if it is Java, here HTML, CSS, HTML, Java, SQL, 3 language minimum required. HTML passed to browser, SQL passed to database, Java executed here. HTML passed to browser, SQL passed to database, Java executed in server. 3 language code will mix. That is server side program. In that program, HTML will be there, Java will be there, SQL will be there. HTML passed to browser, SQL passed to database, Java executed in server. If you are a .NET student, ASP.NET, C#.NET will apply. If you are Python student, Python code will write, Django Flask. If you are main stack student, you will write JavaScript. That's it. See, you observe this type of programs. Just I'll show you one program, Java program. It is there because 5:30 batch I'm teaching advanced Java batch. See how it will be that program. Just output understanding purpose. In that program only, multiple language code will be there. Understanding purpose. Understanding purpose I'll open. You observe, for example, one minute, it is still running. See, you observe, this program already know. What is this? Purely HTML. There is no other language code. Complete HTML, you observe. It is complete HTML code only. No other language. Okay. This HTML page, it is online shopping application. Online shopping application. You observe. Here, it is full-fledged HTML program. First, if I run this one, you'll get an output. Output you'll understand very quickly. Say, for example, right click, run as, run on server. Now it is running in server. You observe. It is server. Tomcat server. Finish. Now server is running backside. Now browser will be opened automatically. Here browser. You observe. Here books.html. One file is there. It is HTML program. Here I'll select the books. Okay. Online shopping type. Shopping items or books are given. Okay. When I click submit button, your books are added to cart. It is added to cart. Now when you click next to hyperlink, selected books from cart retrieved. From cart retrieved. But here this is first one HTML, but this is not HTML. So Java program. Your books received. Your books received. Added to cart. That is Java program. When you click next hyperlink, it is Java program. It is not HTML. HTML also mixed. See how it will be programmed. You observe. It is complete HTML. This is complete HTML. You observe here. See. In HTML page, we'll write like this. Name equal to book 1, name equal to book 2, name equal to book 3. Already given. While teaching form tags. Name attribute mandatory. I said. Here action equal to mandatory. I said no. So these names, book 1, book 2, book 3, whether selected or not selected, will be retrieved here. See here, same name must match. Java program. Here, all received. If it is null, selected or not selected, like this, it is added to client system. After that, you observe HTML code is in. It is HTML again, you observe. It is HTML. This output you received here, you observe. Right click, view page source. Now, you observe 4 lines HTML code is in. 4 lines HTML. These 4 lines, where it is, you observe here. These 4 lines. So what is happened? This program not Java code executed in server. These 4 lines HTML passed to browser. Browser executed. So like this, in a program's HTML again will use. Java class also, .NET class also, Python class also, again we use HTML. See, it is Java program. In that Java program, HTML mixed. Then these 4 lines only pass to browser. That's what you are seeing, 4 lines. But are you seeing the remaining code? This code are you seeing? No, because that is executed in server. This is executed in browser. Sometimes what will happen? SQL will be there. SQL. Suppose some application SQL will be there. These are evening 5:30 batch, advanced Java batch programs. Here you observe. Here SQL will be there. See, it is one query, select query. See, it is SQL. But SQL program also here. This is passed to database. So in this program, 3 language code is there. 3 language code. You observe, 3 language code is there. Okay. HTML is there, Java is there, SQL is there. All are written in one program. This type of program, if you want to develop, Java required, HTML required, SQL required. HTML passed to browser, SQL passed to database, remaining Java executed in server. If you use .NET, .NET executed in server. And Python executed in server. So this program, dynamic web page, this program, if you want to develop, this is called server side program. This is called client side program, because it will run in browser. It will run in server. So this is client side program. This is server side program. But what you are going to learn here? Client side or server side? That client side JavaScript I'll cover. Got it? Now, so what you are going to learn here, client side JavaScript you are going to learn. Okay. First of all, here you observe JavaScript. Total 3 parts. Part 1. See, JavaScript totally 3 parts. First part, JavaScript language basics. JavaScript language basics. Second part, client side JavaScript. Third part, server side JavaScript. Okay. Now, here 3 types of roles will be there. Front-end developer, back-end developer. Okay. Full stack developer. 3 roles will be there. Front-end developer, back-end developer, full stack developer. Front-end developer, he has to learn first one and second one. That means JavaScript language basics, client side JavaScript. Back-end developer, he has to learn first one and third one. Back-end developer, JavaScript language basics, server side JavaScript. Full stack developer, what he has to learn? 1, 2 and 3. He has to learn. Here, suppose you all are full stack students only, but all are not min stack students, no? That's what. Full stack, just a word full stack I written. I didn't say. So if you are full stack, mean stack student, Mern stack students only should learn. Okay, mean stack and Mern stack. These people only three you have to learn. If you are Java student, .NET student, Python student, you have to learn only these two. But server side, Java you learn. Got your point? So even if you are a full stack student, but Java, then no need to learn this part. This part no need to learn. In that place only Java. If you are a full stack Python student, in that place only Python. If you are .NET student, in that place only .NET. First, is it clear? What you are going to learn in this class? JavaScript language basics and client side JavaScript. Okay. If you want to learn JavaScript, client side JavaScript or server side JavaScript, anything if you want to learn server side JavaScript, anything if you want to learn, first mandatory language basics. So like this, learning path. Here language basics, JavaScript language basics. First you have to learn this one. Later only you can learn this one, learn this one. These two parallelly also possible, but this one mandatory first. JavaScript language basics are mandatory. Okay. Now you are going to learn first this part, later this part. This is you are not going to learn in this class. Okay. Now these many days what you learn HTML, CSS. Now I'll explain HTML, CSS, JavaScript. One line difference I'll give. Note down. HTML is used to create a web page. HTML is used to create a web page. HTML is used to create a web page. CSS is used to design a web page. CSS is used to design a web page. JavaScript is used to add dynamic behavior to a web page. HTML is used to create a web page. CSS is used to design a web page. JavaScript is used to add dynamic behavior to a web page. HTML is used to create a web page. CSS is used to design a web page. JavaScript is used to add dynamic behavior to a web page. So one word I given. See, HTML is used to create a web page. CSS is used to design a web page. JavaScript is used to add dynamic behavior to a web page. See, dynamic behavior also you have seen with CSS, but designing also possible with HTML, but limitation is there. Say, for example, you want to display your data like this. Like this you want to display. Here login form, username, password, submit button, Reset button. Like this, I want to create. This is my task. Okay. Now, for this, if you want to create like this, what we use? HTML. HTML font tags we use. HTML font tags I'll use. Suppose what I want is this one, this rounded borders for this one, and here I want to add background colors. I want to add some sizes. I want to design borders. This all if you want. CSS. So the login form only, different types you can design. Okay. Normally, if you want to create, use HTML only. More attractive, you want to design, use CSS. Okay. Suppose when I press one style, I want to apply, whether clicked or not clicked, I want to see. With CSS possible or not? Possible. What you have seen? Over this all you have seen, no? Like CSS pseudo class you have seen, but there is a limit. But with JavaScript, you can create more than that. Say colors can you use with HTML or not? But as compared to HTML, CSS better, no? After learning CSS, you understood. For H1 element also background color possible, but with HTML possible? No. Complete body background you can set, but with CSS, one particular element background also possible. Okay. Complete body background you can set with HTML also, but if you use CSS, one particular element background color also you can set. That's what CSS better appears. Now you have seen pseudo classes, over, clicked, these all you have seen. More than that, when button is clicked, when focus gained, when focus lost, like that, event handling mechanism is there in JavaScript. Event handling mechanism is there. 20 plus events are there. When focus comes here, one style. When focus last here, one style. When focus received by browser, one more style. Different styles possible. Dynamic behavior. When you click, one style. When you place the mouse pointer, one style. Like that you have seen. When mouse pressed, one style. When mouse released, one style. When key pressed, one style. When key released, one style. When key typed, one style. Like that, so many events are there. Key pressed, key released, mouse pressed, mouse released, mouse clicked, key typed. When loaded, when unloaded, different events possible. That is called dynamic behavior. When page is loaded, one color. When page is unloaded, one more color. When mouse is clicked, one color. When key pressed, one color. Like that also possible. Dynamic behavior. But is it possible with CSS? No. CSS possible dynamic behavior little bit. HTML designing part possible little bit. Designing part with HTML also possible, but little bit. As compared to CSS, very little. Like that, dynamic behavior as compared to JavaScript, CSS is very little. So here, so many events are there. Mouse dragged, one color. Mouse moved, one color. Like that, so many events are there. Mouse clicked, double clicked, one color. Single click, one color. So dynamic behavior, you can add it with event. Event handling is there because it is full-fledged programming language. It is not like a HTML, it is not like a CSS. It is like a Java, Python, C#. That type. It is just like a Java. If you are Java student, compare with Java. If you are .NET student, compare with C#. If you are Python student, compare with Python. That type JavaScript. Okay. So dynamic behavior, you can add it. When user can interact, more interactions possible. With CSS, very little. But with JavaScript, more interactions possible with JavaScript. And HTML, CSS, you can use only client side. JavaScript, server side, client side. Nodu. HTML and CSS can be used at client side only. JavaScript can be used at client side, can be used at both client side and server side. HTML code in a server side page also, if you write, runs in browser only. That is nothing but again client only. HTML and CSS can be used at client side only. JavaScript can be used at both client side and server side. JavaScript can be used at both client side and server side. But initially JavaScript only client side purpose came. Initially JavaScript was introduced use at client side only. Now it can be used both at client side and server side. Initially JavaScript was introduced to use at client side only. Now it can be used both at client side and server side. So when JavaScript was introduced, only client side, now changed both client side and server side. Now it can be used both at client side and server side. See, it is one full-fledged programming language. Previously it was called only scripting language. Now it is programming language. It is full-fledged independent programming language. So Java, don't compare with Java also, .NET also, Python. It is also one language. JavaScript, it is not a part of Java. It is one language. But why they given name JavaScript? Okay, I'll explain. Right, next. Initially, JavaScript name was LiveScript. Initially JavaScript name was LiveScript. So while releasing, they given LiveScript. Initially JavaScript name was LiveScript. This LiveScript language first introduced. That language name LiveScript when it was introduced in 1995. It was introduced in 1995. It was introduced in 1995. See, it was introduced in 1995. See, initially JavaScript name was LiveScript. While releasing this language, the given name is LiveScript. When it is introduced 1995. When Java introduced 1995, 96, 95 December, 96 January. At that time only released Java. When Java came and exists in the market in 1995, 1995 December, 1996 Jan ending, starting the given. At the time, Java became as popular. It was boomed in the market. for developing internet applications, first programming language. Because it was not programming language, it was scripting language starting. Starting, JavaScript was scripting language. Scripting means wherever you want, there you can write code, you can run. That type. Python script. But Python is a programming language also. Python, 4 types will be there. But Java doesn't support. Java only programming language. Scripting language doesn't support. .NET, Java, full-fledged programming language only. But Python is a scripting also you can call. Python scripting also possible. JavaScript also. Script nothing but little bit. 2 lines, 3 lines code. Wherever you want, you can add, you can run. That type coding. So, starting, live script language introduced. Live script language introduced in 1995. At the time, it was not a programming language. It was scripting language. You can write the code wherever you record, there only can run. That type programming. Okay. That type programming introduced. At the same time, Java came in the market. At the same time, Java came. Java is a first and foremost programming language to develop internet applications. Programming language. First programming language, Java. For internet applications. C language, 1972 released. 1972 C came. 1972 C came. Okay. But internet, when it is introduced, 1990 internet came. 1990 internet came. Okay. When Java came, 1995. 1995 Java came. So it is a first programming language to develop internet applications. But C language, before internet only it was introduced. C language, is it made for internet? No, because before internet only C was there. When internet was introduced, before internet only C was there. So C not made for internet application. C++ not made for internet application. VC++ not made for internet application. Smalltalk, Simula, Ada, other languages, many are there. Those all not made for internet applications. Internet applications purpose, first programming language, Java. Okay. But we are using C#.NET. But that is not introduced in 1995. It was introduced in 1999, 2003 at that time. 2003 first version. C#. So, C# later came. Python. 1991 only was there. Before Java only Python was there. But Python was not popular. Recently it became as popular. So 2009 onwards, 2019 at that time, it became as popular. So starting Python was there, but not popular. Python 3 became as popular. Up to Python 3, Python was not popular. So, which is first programming language? Java. For developing internet applications. This live script language, what purpose introduced? Internet purpose only. But client side. This is introduced server side. Java. Java introduced for server side programming purpose. Live script introduced for client side scripting purpose. Like that become as popular. This is released year only number 1. It is released year only become as number 1. This name they applied to this one to get popularity purpose. That's what JavaScript. Because that is become as popular. That name they attach to this one. Like that JavaScript they given. That's it. Okay. Because it is very quickly it is become as popular. Released year only it is become as number 1 in the world. Then internet application purpose till in the market number 1 programming language Java. GUI based application purpose number 1 programming language C#. Artificial intelligence related application purpose Python number 1. Like that. but internet purpose still in the market, number one is Java. Okay. 1995 released, till it is there in the market for developing internet application, number one position. Okay. Artificial intelligence purpose, application purpose, Python become as number one. GUI related application purpose, C# become as number one. Like that. Okay. This live script changed to JavaScript. Okay. So first initially live script they given. And at the time only Java came, Java become as popular. Seeing that popularity, that word they attached to live script. They given as JavaScript. Like that JavaScript. But syntaxes, data types, variables, literals, complete different. Even if you are familiar with Java also, JavaScript is syntax you have to learn. Not same. Name they given Java. That's it. But syntax is totally different. Okay. Now, it was introduced in 1995. Okay. Here, this JavaScript, what JavaScript can do? JavaScript can change HTML content also. JavaScript can change HTML attributes also. JavaScript can change CSS style also dynamically. Suppose what he will do, one CSS program will write, he'll run. That is running. While running only, with a dynamic behavior, that style can be changed. One CSS you written, you executed, we got a one style. That style dynamically can change by clicking one more style. While mouse pressing one more style. While key pressing one more style. Like that also possible. While dragging one more style. While moving one style. Like that possible. That is called dynamic behavior. So, note down. JavaScript can change HTML content. JavaScript can change HTML attributes, attribute values. JavaScript can change style sheets. Nothing but CSS. Can change CSS. See, dynamic behavior possible. The major rule, dynamic behavior, form validation, these are all possible with JavaScript. That purpose JavaScript. So, first you are going to learn this how to change HTML content, how to change HTML attribute values, style sheet. It is nothing but client side JavaScript. But if you want to learn these all, first what you have to do? Basics you have to learn. Then only possible. Okay. Present, you are going to learn Java. These all client side JavaScript. These are client side HTML, CSS. You are combining means client side. Without combining means basics. Okay. Here HTML content how to change. HTML attribute values how to change. Style sheet how to change. You'll see. These all client side JavaScript. JavaScript can change so many things client side. Those all you'll see. But first of all, JavaScript language basics you will learn. JavaScript language basics. Okay. Now, note down. JavaScript language basics. JavaScript language basics. First one, identifiers. Second one, keywords. Third one, literals. Fourth one, data types. Fifth one, variables. Sixth one, type conversions. Seventh one, operations on data. Eighth one, program structure. JavaScript program structure, just program structure, write it. Program structure. Ninth one, operators. 10th one, control statements. This is the order for every programming language. It is an order for every programming language. C language also, C++ also, Java also, Python also, JavaScript also, TypeScript also, C# also. For all, first language basics. JavaScript language basics. JavaScript language basics. Identifiers, keywords, literals, data types, variables, type conversions, operations on data, program structure, operators, control structure statements. This content comes under language basics. Language basics. Programming language basics. After this, you can learn client-side JavaScript. Okay. These all first you have to learn. These all. Now, here only this part will match to Java. Same identifier rules. Java related, JavaScript related, same. One point also there is no difference. Identifiers only. Only identifiers. Remaining all changed. Remaining these all changed. Keywords also changed, literals also changed, data types also changed, everything changed. Okay. Now, these are JavaScript language basics. First one, identifiers. Note down. An identifier is a word and it is used to identify variables, functions, methods, classes, etc. An identifier is a word and it is used to identify variables, functions, methods, classes, etc. Identification purpose we are going to write. That is identifier. An identifier is a word and it is used to identify variables, functions, methods, classes, etc. It can be a variable name, comma, function name, comma, method name, comma, class name, etc. It can be a variable name, function name, method name, class name, etc. It can be a variable name, function name, method name, class name, etc. Here functions possible, methods possible, both. JavaScript supports both. What's the difference? I'll show you. Now, identification purpose, you will write one word. The word is called identifier. Say example, every person having one name. What purpose? Identification. So every person having one name, identification purpose. Like that in a program, variable names, function names, method names, will write some names, identification purpose. Those names are identifiers. For writing identifier, rules are there. Rules to declare an identifier. Rules to declare an identifier. First one. It can be formed by using alphabets capital A to capital Z and small a to small z, comma digits, comma underscore symbol, and dollar symbol. Java identifiers, JavaScript identifiers, there is no difference. Only this part, remaining all changed. It can be formed by using alphabets, digits, underscore symbol, and dollar symbol. It can be formed by using alphabets, capital letters and small letters, digits, underscore symbol, and dollar symbol. Capital letters you can use, small letters you can use, digits you can use, underscore symbol you can use, dollar symbol you can use. Other things we cannot use. Okay. Capital letters allowed, small letters allowed, digits allowed, underscore symbol allowed, dollar symbol allowed. Other than this, not allowed. Okay. That is first rule. Second rule. It must begins with alphabet, comma underscore symbol or dollar symbol. It must begins with alphabet, comma underscore symbol or dollar symbol. Digit not allowed as a first letter. Digit not allowed as a first letter. Third one. The length of the identifier is not limited. There is no limit in the length. N number of letters you can write. Accepted, accepted, accepted. It should not contain special symbols. It should not contain special symbols other than underscore and dollar symbols. Only two symbols allowed. Underscore is allowed, dollar symbol is allowed. It should not contain white space characters. Space bar, tab, and enter keys not allowed. It should not contain white space characters. Space bar, tab, and enter keys not allowed. See, rules to declare an identifier. These rules you must follow. Rules to declare an identifier. It can be formed by using alphabets. Capital letters you can write, small letters you can write, digits you can write, underscore symbol you can write, dollar symbol you can write. While writing variable name, while writing function name, while writing class name, while writing object name, here you can use capital letters, small letters, digits, underscore symbol, dollar symbol. These only allowed. That is first rule. Second rule, it must begins with alphabet, underscore symbol or dollar symbol. So first letter, you cannot write digit. You can write alphabet, you can write underscore or you can write dollar. But first letter, you cannot write digit. The length of the identifier is not limited. There is no limit in the length. N number of letters you write it, accepted, accepted, accepted. Suppose C language is there. Some compilers will support only 8 letters. Some compilers support 32 letters. Some compilers support 40 letters. Like that, limitation is there. But no limit in the identifier length. It should not contain special symbols other than underscore and dollar. Only 2 symbols allowed. Remaining symbols are operators. That is the reason not allowed. It should not contain white space characters. White space characters nothing but space bar, tab, enter key. Say, if I press space bar, are you getting any output? No. That is called white space character. If I press tab, are you getting any output? No. If I press enter key, are you getting any output? No. That means one space not valid. More than one space not valid. Next line not valid. That is white space character. These rules we must to follow for writing identifiers. Okay. This is about identifiers. We'll see continuation tomorrow. Online students, Abhushad, Angular, React JS, those are called frameworks, ready-made programs. Angular and React JS are called frameworks. Those are ready-made programs to build application very quickly. Sunil, 1 minute, I'll explain. That is whatever you said, that is JScript. JScript different. Whatever you said, that is JScript, Microsoft environment. Praveen, it will take minimum 20 days. Abhijit, tomorrow also I'll explain about this. Satya Prakash, minimum 20 days. Sachin, still not yet decided. Vanamala, SQL full form structured query language. Database can understand only SQL. Rishikesh, Python in your curriculum, React is there or Angular is there? Angular is there, Angular learn. That is React. If you want, contact admin. Raja, resume. So many resumes are available in the internet. You can download, you can do it, no? Tejaswini. First, language basics should be completed. Then you will understand client-side JavaScript. Otherwise, not possible. Rehman. Thank you. Uh, Kritish. Bootstrap not included in this course, separate batch. Saqib. Uh, your screenshots, program screenshot, mail to my mail ID, I'll give a reply. Himabindu, language basics, 10. These all. Gunashekar, server-side JavaScript means communicating with database. Prasad, CSS3 latest version, CSS3 only explained. Srikar, Tomcat is a server name. Rakesh, React.js is a framework, ready-made programs. After learning JavaScript, you can learn. Praneeth, yes, Vue also framework, JavaScript framework only. Annapurna, that is you have to contact admin or you have to check in website. Rakesh, server-side JavaScript only called Node.js. Rushikesh, so many templates available in internet you can download. Muhammad Shebaj, CSS, HTML, JavaScript, I'll program, I'll teach. Mini project type. Rakesh, Node.js server side, React.js client side. Ramakrishna, thank you. Pranit, yeah, any one framework learn enough. Sachin, minimum 20 days required. Annapurna, core Java, advanced Java syllabus, I shared in Google Drives. Ramakrishna, thank you. Suraj, other faculty will teach. Server side JavaScript, Node.js, other faculty will teach. Because here maximum they'll assign Java batches. Maximum I'm teaching Java batches here. Sachin, Diwali holiday not decided. Saqib, just you check it, forward slashes you write, forward slashes. Maybe forward slashes mistake, otherwise location mistake. Sachin, my new advanced Java batch in December, next month. Here maybe forward slashes you write it. You given backward slash, check it forward slash. Rishikesh, both are same, for both require JavaScript knowledge. Suraj, if you are a full stack Python student, no need to learn server side JavaScript. Harish, thank you. We'll see continuation tomorrow. Anuhya, it is more than enough. We'll see continuation tomorrow. Saqib, that is here there is no logic, nothing, but you written everything right, the image, spelling, otherwise copy paste, your complete location copy paste. Okay, we'll see continuation tomorrow.